Good morning, this is Mr. Rynerson. I'm sorry I can't be with you for the first couple of days of class, but I wanted to touch base with you and say hello, and also to make sure that you are familiar with some of the new tools that we're going to be using. Next year we're going to go ahead and launch and start using those things here in summer. So you see that I am logged in here to Blackboard, and I have a number of classes listed for myself as a teacher. You would have classes as a student. And the class you're taking is Algebra 2 AB Summer School. So I'm going to pop into that particular class, and I just want to show you a few things. So here you see the home page of the class, and what I want to focus on talking about right now is the content section. So we're going to go into the content, and you'll see that there's a learning module for each of the 10 chapters of the text, and also a module for final prep. Now, chapter 10 and the final prep don't have anything in them yet because I haven't put those materials together yet. However, where you're beginning here in chapter 1, let's take a look at chapter 1. And in chapter 1, there are lessons, video lessons for every section of the chapter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up through section 9. And if you take a look at the videos, the way they work out here in Blackboard is you pop in and then you can play the video. So in chapter 1 we're going to be studying quadratic functions. Here we're going to be looking at quadratic functions in standard form. But enough of me. So your job outside of class is to watch all of these lectures on the schedule that we're going to work out. And Ms. Schulman will have the schedule for the first 2 days, and then we'll discuss some of the scheduling when I arrive on Wednesday. Okay. Additionally, you'll see that for that section 1.1 lecture, there's also lecture slides, and here's a PDF. And here you have all the slides, and so you're working in a course here that is textbook optional. Most of the information that you need is in the lecture slides. So if you go through the lecture, you'll get all the formulas, you'll get the vocabulary, you'll be able to put together worked out examples. You can handle these however you like. You can print them and write along with, or if you prefer, you could download them to an iPad and you could write on them digitally, or whatever makes the most sense for you. Okay, and then also in this section we'll find the homework assignment. So the homework assignment is an Excel file, and it gives you different types of work. So it'll show you work to do here as practice, and then these are application. All right, so these are sort of algorithmic practice-y problems, and these are problems that deal with actually applying what you have learned. Alrighty, so this is the homework that you'd want to do along with watching the lectures. In class time will be devoted completely to working on application type problems. That's what we're going to be working on. Okay, so if we go back here, where you might ask, will I get these problems? Well, the problems are all here as a PDF. So I went through and I've got all of the different sections of homework from the textbook available for you here as a PDF. Right now the only one that's there is chapter 1, but you'll be with chapter 1 until I arrive. So here's the homework, the exercises from 1.1. So when you look at the numbers that were assigned on the Excel sheet, these are the problems that you would select from. Okay, and that's 1.1, and here's 1.2, and it goes all the way through 1.9, so you can use these as well to be able to have the homework. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on here with Blackboard. I think it's important also to talk about there's going to be a large amount of group work in this class, and what I want you to remember is that group work is assigned because we want you to work collaboratively. The idea of group work is not to go into what I would call a production model where you become as efficient as possible. You take the task, chop it into 4 parts, each person does their part, and you bring it back together. That's not what the type of group work we're trying to do. The idea of the group work is for, if you're in a group of 4, would be for all 4 of you to work together to solve the problem collaboratively. The idea is that with multiple different minds working on the problem, you're going to learn a lot more about how other people view the problem that may view it in a different way than you do. And maybe between you individually may not have enough information to solve the problem, but collectively as the four of you, if you work together, you'll find that you have the ability to work on the problem. So it also allows you to do things that you might not be able to do alone. Extra tools that I think you should be aware of. I'm really fond of the Desmos graphing calculator that's online. You type your equation in here, Desmos will graph it out. And then I also believe in using online calculators. There's no point, in my opinion, in you having a Texas Instruments graphing calculator unless you really want one. These items are available and they're free. We're going into having you use iPads. If you've already got your iPad, feel free to bring it to class. You can use it for most of these tools. It's great with Desmos. And that way, between the calculator that's already on it, the Desmos graphing calculator, and some of the more advanced web calculators, you should have everything you need without going out and purchasing yet another tool, okay? So I look forward to meeting you all on Wednesday. Please treat Ms. Schulman nicely. She's doing us a great favor by coming in and substituting for the first 2 days, and I will see you on Wednesday.